Externals in Pure Data often feature additional inlets that have very specific functionality. 2 more inlets will be added to this external. Each will set the left and right numbers used in the counting of bangs. Effectively, they're setting mod A and mod B of our struct. We'll head to the struct, and just above toutlet, we'll write tinlet and create the 2 inlets. And just like the outlets, they are pointers. The first will be in mod A, and the second will be in mod B. Now we need to initialize them in our new method. So just above the creation of the outlets, we'll type x in mod A, and that will be equal to inlet underscore new, and we'll just hit enter for code completion. And now let's walk through each of these arguments. The first argument is the so-called owner of the inlet. You'll notice this is of the type t underscore object, and so that's our first member here, x underscore obj. Now you'll also notice that it's a pointer, so what we need to do is we need to type ampersand x and then x obj. The next is of the type t underscore pd. This is actually contained within x obj. So ampersand x, then x underscore obj dot ob underscore pd. The third argument deals with the type of data the inlet will receive in terms of a message. The message here will be a float message, really a float just coming into the inlet. So ampersand s underscore float. Finally, the last argument is a forward to a message in order to handle the float that's received. So here we're going to type gensim and then open and close parentheses. And the message here will be ratio underscore a. We'll write the code to handle the message ratio a in just a moment. Now in mod B is the same as in mod A, so we'll copy and paste the code and then change in mod A to in mod B and ratio A to ratio B. Finally, just as we created outlets and then need to free them up on object deletion, we need to do the same with our created inlets. So let's head to polybang free, and just above outlet free, we'll call inlet free. So we'll free up in mod A and as well in mod B. Now we need to add the behavior to handle the ratio A and ratio B messages. So we'll head to polybang setup, and just underneath class add bang, we'll type class add method. So this is a lot like add bang, except it's got a few more arguments to specify. The first argument is the class, so polybang underscore class. The next is the function that will be called when the message is received. We haven't created this yet, so we'll just write the name of the function and then we'll create it in a moment. This will be polybang onset a, and it's the type t method, so let's make sure we cast it that way. T underscore method in parens just before the name. The third argument specifies the message that this will handle, and that's gensim, then ratio a. And this should match the symbol for the inlet when we created it. Finally, we have the arguments for the message, and there is only one, and it is a type of def float. That's it. 0 for the last argument to tell the function that we are done with arguments. And then ratio b is the same, except we are changing the set a to set b. So copy and paste, change onset a to onset b, and ratio a to ratio b. Now there are exclamation points, wondering where on earth polybang set a and set b are. Let's create them now. We'll head to just above the new method and create void polybang onset a, with the first argument being a pointer of the type polybang, and the second being a float argument. You might remember that we created convenience methods for setting the mods, so we'll call that now polybang set mods. We'll pass x, and since set a sets the first mod, we will highlight this second argument, pass f, and for the third argument, we're just going to pass again the current B or B mod. So X mod B. As you can imagine, set B is almost identical, except it sets the second argument. So we will copy and paste set B, and the second argument will be X mod A, and the third argument will be F. There are other ways that pure data externals will allow for the setting of parameters through the leftmost inlet. We'll take a look at how to set those parameters next.